Hi, welcome to Buzz, Indiana's Underground Business Voice. My name is Tony Selzo. I'm here with David Brown and Talent Management Initiatives. Talent Management Initiatives, that's a mouthful. What is it you guys actually do?
Well, Tony, we actually work with companies to improve their retention of their employees,
Okay.
do a better job of hiring folks by developing job models, and then helping them with the leadership and management development of the employees once they're on board.
Okay, so in the way that you do that is you help people use tools that you sell, right?
Correct.
And what do those tools look like?
They're an online, basically it's an online set of tools. I'm a business partner with Profiles International out of Waco, Texas.
Largest profiling company
in the world. They're the largest assessment company in the world.
Okay.
122 countries and 32 languages. Been around since 1991.
And we've used you. I mean, we've got the tremendous data that we've learned about what is most successful with our team members, right?
Right.
And we use that data so we stop making mistakes in placement. I mean, but that's really what you help people do, right?
That's one aspect of what we do.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about the other aspects.
Well, so the one of them is for folks that are providing in-home services, people that have going in unsupervised. We have what's called an integrity test.
Oh, wow.
And basically it measures the folks' attitude towards work, their attitude towards theft, drug abuse, those kinds of things. And, it gives them a very, very clear picture of what that person, before they bring them in for an interview, looks like. They can screen them out before they've done the test, or after they've done the test, or they can bring them in and we provide interview questions then that are approved by the Department of Labor.
So let's make. I mean, we went fast there. I want to make sure people really get that. So if someone has got an in-home healthcare business, or a business where they're putting somebody in somebody else's home, you got some security issues, you got some liability issues. Absolutely. Being able to screen on integrity and whether or not people are going to take advantage of that position is huge. They could be as nice as the day is long, but if they can't trust them in somebody else's home, eliminating that liability and making sure that they've got somebody that is not breaking their brand but building their brand, that is night and day.
It is.
I mean, that's night and day with whether or not a business can, especially a small business. There's only so many of those failures or breakages there you can survive if someone's gone into a home and stole with the name of your company on their shirt.
Yeah, they've got access to checkbooks, medicine cabinets, computers, jewelry boxes, the whole bit, and particularly in the elderly, they need to be concerned about that. But it's the same way with any business.
So assessment, even though most business owners, when they first get exposed to assessment, they look at it as an expense. It really is. It's an investment not to make really expensive mistakes.
Let's use sales as an example. If you hire the wrong salesperson, you could say it's a six-figure mistake.
Yeah.
And we've got a specific assessment that will measure a person's selling style, their selling ability. Are they a good hunter, a good skinner? Should they be in sales at all?
Yeah.
You can model your top performers in sales as a salesperson, and then as you're interviewing people, promoting people into those positions, you want them to look more like what your top people look like.
Replicate what works. Don't understand. Everybody interviews well, right?
Absolutely.
And they come in and they say all the things that you want to hear, and you fall in love with them, and you find out 2 months later they're not at all what you thought you got, and those mistakes compounded on trying to get rid of somebody once they're on board. It is really. What is your biggest challenge in going across that chasm for business owners?
The biggest challenge is just the education. We do a lot of demonstrations and trials of them so they can get an idea what it's like. I just did a client 2 weeks ago where the CEO of the company took the assessment. He kind of was familiar with assessments, but he took it, and then he said, look, we've had this position, tried to fill 3 or 4 times, we never get the right person in. We gave them a job analysis survey. They had their staff create what the model looked like for that person, and then we did the first 3 candidates for that job. We did a performance model for them, and they had interview questions, and then told them where they might have management challenges with that person, and where they would fit. So.
Now, Dave, shifting gears on you, you've been in coaching. We've worked on this a couple times. I think it makes great sense for other strategic consultants that are advising on the human resource, whether it's sales consultant consultants, sales trainers, HR consultants, marketing consultants, the people that are dealing with the human resource. Those are great strategic partners for you. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Because they're identifying those pains, and they're in there. And if people are paying for one type of consultant, you know they're paying for another one, right?
Exactly.
And buyers are buyers are buyers. But they also value the intellectual property that comes along with your service. And I think that's one of the things that, you know, you have to be a business large enough to take advantage of that. But you also have to have an organizational DNA that values intellectual property and the impact it can make in making those decisions.
Yes, that's true. And then the other part of it is that they've got to recognize that people are their most important asset.
Yeah.
In many companies, it's their biggest expense.
Yeah.
You know, with the benefits and everything. So I thoroughly enjoy working with the people with the companies that value their employees and see them as the most important asset that they have.
Amen. Dave Brown, you've been blessed. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.